in heaven. They do the circle dances, and let me tell you, there's a lot of things that represent the Jewish people in heaven. There's a huge Star of David on the throne room wall. So he has not forgotten his chosen people. He's actually having me do a final editing of my book, the one I have now, to include in there about standing with Israel. We are grafted in. Because of them, we get the Abrahamic covenant. Because of them, we have Jesus. We need to celebrate them. We need to stand with them and pray for the peace of Jerusalem. But you know what? No one's going to wipe that place out, because Christ will sit on the throne of that third temple. He will. The word says he will, and he will. But don't stop praying for him, because he does love them. I happen to be part Jew, and I've had people say, if you're part Jew, you're all Jew. And we are related to the tribe of Issachar. That was no surprise to me when I found that out. Because, see, prophets can declare things, and they're hearing and seeing clearly, but if you don't know the times and the seasons of God, you can get people confused. So a lot of the stuff they're talking about happening, it isn't time yet. There will be some, but the end isn't coming, and it's not going to be just 5 or 10 years down the road. Because he has to get us ready. We have to be walking in the fullness of our authority. That harvest has to come in, and guess what? We're mentoring the harvest. We're not just going to sweep up to heaven the minute they come in the door. We're going to let the enemy know and this world know that there is a God that operates in power in his people who will believe him and love him and serve him. It is the most exciting time to be alive as a believer on this earth. So if you want some of this fire, I'm going to get ready to pray for people. If the worship team wants to come up, then we're going to get started. If you want to receive a measure of this fire, I have been before the throne of God. I have seen the altar of God. I've seen fire and lightning coming out from his throne. Let me tell you, when he gets excited, it gets real noisy in that throne room. And right now, it's noisy all the time. There is so much activity in heaven that was not there 5 years ago when he was taking me, because they're getting ready to release stuff on this earth. And one of the things they told me about the healing revivals that are coming is they're going to empty the body parts warehouse. There is a body parts warehouse. A lot of people have seen it when you go to heaven. They're about to empty it. Which means, guess what? We're going to be walking in divine health. So I guess what I forgot before we do that. And this might sound kind of wild, but y'all got to stand up and do that dance first. We're going to stand up and do the dance, and then we're going to make a declaration that you want to receive this from God, and then I'm going to lay hands on people and release the fire into you. I will still be praying for some people. Another night, I'm going to pray for married couples. If you have a spouse that you're having problems with, make sure you bring them so they can see you get changed. Because that's usually what God does. He's going to empower you with passionate power. And that's a message he gave me for married couples, and I'm going to be doing that probably tomorrow night. So if you want to, that's not the only thing, but let me tell you, even if you're not married, it'll help you get ready for marriage. Okay, I need some help up here to demonstrate. This dance is a dance that the angels do in heaven, and they do it down here on earth. When they're excited that you received revelation, if you received revelation today, please yell, yes. So you see, that's why we have to dance. It's your fault. Because when you receive revelation from heaven, these angels do this silly little dance, and they do it in the throne room of God. You will literally be dancing with heaven when you do this. It's real exciting, and most places I go to don't want to stop doing it. I even got a room of 80 Baptist ministers to do this dance. See, miracles do still happen. And they actually invited me back to Canada. I just left there from having second meetings with them, and there was even more of them when I went back. So they got over their fright of this pink-haired lady, and they actually weren't just saying praise God. They were praising God. So this dance represents you getting revelation from heaven, and this is the first movement. There's only 3, so this is the first one. It's like you're digging up treasure. And you just go side to side like this. You're digging it up. That means you're receiving revelation. And then when you get revelation, you have to praise God for it. So now you're praising God. Look at all those hands. And guess what happens when you get revelation and you praise God for it? You got to share it. And this means share it everywhere. And I can tell you right now that all the angels in this room are waiting. They are waiting for me to hurry up and get it done so they can dance with you. And all of your family and friends in heaven are going to be dancing too. So we are going to be dancing. We're connecting with heaven. We did it in worship. And by the way, just so you know this, the song of the Lord that they were singing that was not on the screen, I heard heaven singing those words first. I always know when a worship team is connecting with heaven because I hear them singing first, not what's on the screen, and then I hear them singing it. And I get really excited. And that's why heaven gets released into places. It's part of that high praise. When you sing the song of the Lord, what heaven is singing, they begin to sing it. It does something to the inside of you because they're singing what heaven is. So tonight, y'all connected. Woo! I was excited. Glory. And the other thing to totally offend the enemy is that the Father has us do this dance to secular music. And I know we say Christian music, secular music. All music was created by God and for God. It was the enemy who took it and defiled it by putting his words in there and his movements in there. But dance and music all belong to the Father. So we're going to do this little dance to everybody dance now because he wants you to. And when you get to heaven, you're going to do it anyway. Now, they do have a welcome center. Oh, I'll do the count of 8. I won't forget Margaret. I'm getting rabbit trailed. What was I saying? Oh, they do have a welcome center in heaven, just so you all know. If you get there and you get in shock when you come in the gate, they'll just escort you right into the welcome center so they can indoctrinate you into the way heaven operates. So all these people who thought there'd never be dance, guess what? They can go in there and take classes. And so don't be worried about the people that you think may not be in shock. They have a way to take care of them. Okay, we're going to do this to a count of 8 because I can't keep count very well and I still mess up. But that's okay. So you don't have to count while you're doing it. In Canada, lots of times they count when I tell them that. So don't count while we're doing it. Just do it. So we're going to do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I just proved the fact that when you believe someone's from God, you will do any crazy thing they tell you to do from the pulpit. But let me tell you, I think it's silly too, and it embarrasses me too. You got to stay humble. When you got pink hair, what are you going to do? It doesn't much matter anymore, does it? If you're going to walk around with pink hair, you can get away with anything. So we're going to do this dance. Get ready. We're going to do it through 3 times. Then we'll take just a little break because I got to get my breath. And then we'll do it a couple more times. And then we're going to do declarations to set that atmosphere to receive the fire of God. But what we're doing now is just as much heaven as the holy part. See, this is part of the fun part. And you're going to feel like you're in heaven when you do this because you're connecting just like they did. So get ready to do the dance. Let's crank it up. They like it loud in heaven.
I now issue a new commandment. Thou shalt do the dance.